Welcome to the Crypto Lab channel. In this video, I will talk about Solana price prediction and Solana news today. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Write in the comments your price forecast for Solana in 2022. Solana is a highly functional open source project that relies on the free nature of blockchain technology to create decentralized finance (DeFi) solutions. The idea and initial work on the project began in 2017. Solana was officially launched in March 2020 by the Solana Foundation, headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. Thanks to its innovative hybrid consensus model, Solana is of interest to both small traders and institutional investors. The focus of the Solana Foundation is to make decentralized finance available on a larger scale. Anatoly Yakovenko is the face of the Solana project. His professional career began at Qualcomm, where he quickly rose through the ranks to become senior engineering manager in 2015. Later, his professional path changed, and Yakovenko moved to the position of a programmer at Dropbox. In 2017, Yakovenko began work on a project that would later come to life as Solana. He teamed up with his Qualcomm colleague Greg Fitzgerald, and they founded a project called Solana Labs. With the involvement of several more former Qualcomm colleagues in the process, the Solana protocol and the SOL token went public in 2020. So let's start with the most important news of the past days about Solana. Non-fungible Thursdays. What happened in NFTs this week? Investors have continued to bet big on non-fungible token (NFT) startups. While Solana's largest NFT marketplace, Magic Eden, has raised $27 million in a Series A funding round, a $30 million crypto fund has been created to invest exclusively in NFTs. Meanwhile, owners of CryptoPunks will now be able to enjoy full IP rights, following a takeover by Bored Ape Yacht Club's Yuga Labs. Here's some of the hottest NFT stories over the past week. NFTs may be coming to Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg reveals in January. The Financial Times reported that Meta and Instagram would soon enable support for NFTs. It appears the rumors are true, as the CEO of Instagram's parent company Meta confirmed on Tuesday that digital collectibles will be coming to the photo and video sharing app. Mark Zuckerberg made the disclosure at the SXSW conference, even though he didn't reveal any specific details on when the feature would be enabled on Instagram. We're working on bringing NFTs to Instagram in the near term, Zuckerberg reportedly said during his appearance at the conference. He hopes that users will be able to mint the clothes of their digital avatars as NFTs. Mila Kunis's studio launches new NFT animated series, The Gimmicks Red. The Gimmicks is a community-driven animated NFT series on the Solana blockchain. 10K NFT holders get to decide the story arc of the show through on-chain voting in a choose-your-own-adventure style poll at the end of each episode, with new episodes releasing every week. The digital arm of actress Mila Kunis's Orchard Farm Productions, 6wall, has teamed up with WEB3 Animation sent to you earlier. So, the next news is, what is Solana, SOL, Pay, and how does it work? PayPal was a massive innovation in the payments processing industry. The financial brainchild of Peter Thiel, Max Levchin, and eventually Elon Musk came far ahead of its time, facilitating instant payments between customers, businesses and more, while utilizing the internet. Solana, SOL, Pay is considered by many to be the next innovation in the payments processing arena, facilitating payments while taking non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and WEB3 into account. Some are going so far as to call Solana's new payment protocol the Visa or PayPal of WEB3. This post will break down Solana Pay and how it works, so you can decide whether the project is all it's cracked up to be. But first, it's vital to understand Solana, before getting into the digital payment platform Solana Pay. What is Solana? Solana was founded in 2017 by Anatoly Yakovenko, a software engineer with a background at Dropbox and other big tech companies. Yakovenko believed that, while other blockchains are efficient, or at least working toward efficiency, many of them fail to factor in time. Instead of every block relying on a standardized clock, each block runs on the local time of their relevant node. Why is this a problem? Without a standardized clock, transaction timestamps will vary for each block, and the time of confirmation is yet another factor that all nodes must validate. The more factors a node has to validate, the slower the transaction time. On Solana, all nodes run on the same clock, removing one validation factor and speeding up the network as a result. Yakovenko refers to this consensus method as proof of history, POH, a modified version of proof of stake, POS, that factors in time for verification purposes. Validation works similar to proof of stake in Solana's case. Solana is just using time as a historical record of proof on top of the proof of stake method. As a result, Solana can process an average of 65,000 transactions per second with minimal fees. Solana is also a smart contract decentralized finance (DeFi) platform competing with Ethereum, ETH. Both platforms offer all sorts of decentralized finance dApps, some with their cryptocurrencies as well. Instead of Ether at the center of it all, the Solana token is SOL. SOL is used to transact within the Solana network, to stake for governance purposes, and is given as a reward to validators. Otherwise, Solana has its own decentralized exchanges to trade the various tokens built on top of its platform. Every dApp built on Solana is sure to have its own Sol-compatible token, and on-chain decentralized exchanges provide an accessible way to buy said tokens now, because Solana's PO consensus allows it to process tens of thousands of transactions per second without fees. Solana Labs is building Solana Pay to provide that transaction power to the masses. If you are looking for Solana price prediction for 2022, 2025 and 2030, then you have come to the right place. We will share some of the most anticipated questions that seriously require attention and accurate answers. Sol rate prediction 2022. Sol will be seen as the best option, and with a huge community, the Solana rate will reach new highs. Price swings are hard to predict, especially if the market is more bullish or bearish than ever. For the year 2022, the Solana rate will be almost $122.19. The maximum bet we can get is $142.07. Solana average price prediction for the end of 2022 could be around $125.72. A huge price turnover is expected in the range determined by the cryptocurrency market. Sol price prediction 2023. There are signs that the cryptocurrency market is entering a new era. We are sure that the long-term price forecast for Sol will rise, as there is still optimism that the currency will attract much more attention. The year 2023 could end with an average bid of $182.67 and a minimum bid of $177.65. The maximum bid is expected to be around $211.87. Sol price forecast 2024. For a long-term forecast of the Solana price, basic analysis is important. In terms of industry benefits, the native token offers several. The autonomy of the digital economy makes it ideal. As dApp and stablecoins evolve, the network offers competitive programmable payment, logistics, and storage options. There is a possibility that the average price of Sol will rise to around $262.85 by 2024 if the idea attracts more investors. For 2024, the year could end with a maximum price of $312.30 with a minimum price $255.55 level. Solana price prediction 2025. In 2025, with wider adoption and partnerships among other important blockchain networks, the price of Solana will skyrocket, with a maximum trading price of $446.11 in 2025. The price ranges will be very trendy if we stick to them. If all goes well, we can expect an average price of $381.94 with a maximum price of $446.11 for 2025. Sol rate prediction 2026. The value of Solana will rise, thanks to the efforts of network developers and community investors. Therefore, the settlement price for the year 2026 is bullish. Sol is expected to top out at $641.51 by the end of 2026, according to analysts. On the other hand, it's very optimistic that Solana's future will eventually grow. Thus, the predicted average price of Sol will be between $508.24 and $523.51 expected in 2026, depending on the market. As stated in the same